Do you not want to spend hours a week exercising in order to lose weight, feeling exhausted and even more hungry? Well, it's not necessary. There are several ways to lose weight without exercising that are proven by science to work. And I'm not talking about counting calories or a low-fat diet. Hi, I'm Ingunn, a Norwegian Viking living in Canada. I'm here every week to share the no BS truth about weight loss, fitness, and healthy lifestyle. It's based on science, yet it's made super simple. Now, when I was younger, I told my mom that I wasn't very happy with my belly fat. And you know what she told me to do? Go to the gym. And that's usually what we're told, to go to the gym to lose weight. Though exercise really is not the key to weight loss. It really is true that you cannot outrun a bad diet. For instance, it takes a lot of cardio exercise to burn much energy at all in terms of calories. Plus, exercising makes us hungry. You work up an appetite, right? So if you exercise a lot and then you're at the same time supposed to restrict calories, which we're usually told when it comes to weight loss, that can really lead to a miserable experience. Now, don't get me wrong, exercise can help for weight loss, though it really matters what type of exercise you do, though that's a topic for a different video. The key to weight loss lies in the diet, what and when we eat. Well, how much we eat also matters, though it's less of a concern when we choose what and when to eat wisely. Now let's look at those 3 ways to lose weight without exercising. So number 1 is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is actually something we all do because when we're not eating, we're fasting. Especially when we sleep, for instance, we're fasting, and it's quite a few hours between the last meal of the day and the first meal of the next day. So throughout that period of time, we're fasting. Just think about the word breakfast, break, fast. It's a combination of those two words, breaking the fast. So intermittent fasting is actually a very normal, natural thing for us to do. However, we can use it to our benefit when it comes to weight loss by increasing the amount of time we don't eat. Now, this is not meant as a way to starve ourselves. That's not the point. So what we eat when we do eat is very important so that we make sure we get all the nutrients that we need. And there are 2 great benefits when it comes to intermittent fasting with respect to weight loss. One of them being that you may naturally eat fewer calories, even without feeling hungry, though that really does depend on what you eat when you do eat and also how accustomed you have become with intermittent fasting. The second benefit is that we may have less time with elevated blood sugar, which also means less time with elevated insulin levels. So insulin is a hormone and it basically blocks us from burning fat. So the longer periods during the day that insulin is elevated, the less likely we are to actually burn fat as fuel and therefore lose that fat that we were trying to lose. One of my previous videos is all about insulin, so check it out. I'll link to it below in the description of this video. Now, there's several ways to do intermittent fasting. One of them being that we may skip breakfast. And I know we all know that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, right? Well, maybe we should question that. And I have made a video specifically about breakfast and whether it's even important, specifically when it comes to weight loss. So I'll link to it in the description of this video, so check it out. Now, by skipping breakfast, for instance, we may decrease the amount of time during the day that we actually eat food. So that's a type of intermittent fasting. Another type would be to do for instance, 24-hour fast. So the last meal of the day is maybe at 7 p.m. and the first meal of the day the next day is at 7 p.m. as well. And another way to do intermittent fasting is something some people do where they 2 days a week they only eat 500 calories, so a lot fewer calories, and then the rest of the days they eat as much as they would like. One study that reviewed a few other studies found that with respect to weight loss, intermittent fasting was effective for at least short-term weight loss within normal weight people, overweight people and obese people. So it can be a great tool for weight loss, though it really doesn't need to be a long-term thing. And it's important to know that it takes a bit of time to get used to. Now, the second way to lose weight without exercising is to do a low-carb diet. By the way, I think the third way to lose weight without exercising, that I'll share shortly, is the most important one, though I prefer to actually do a combination of the three. So let's first now look at number 2, to do a low-carb diet. Low-carb diets have over and over again been shown through studies to be more effective than a low-fat diet when it comes to weight loss. This website right here, for instance, lists a lot of these studies where they compare the two diets, low-fat and low-carb, and together to see which ones are the most effective when it comes to weight loss. And really, low-carb wins basically all the time. So why is low carb better than low fat? Well, it has to do with how carbs and fat are actually digested in our body. So here is where also the hormone insulin that I mentioned earlier comes in. So check out again that video that I made specifically about insulin if you're interested in learning more about this. So low-carb diets have some amazing benefits when it comes to weight loss. It can be very effective for weight loss, for losing weight, and also maintaining the weight loss afterwards. It naturally limits foods that may block fat burning. And it's easier to eat fewer calories without feeling hungry, as opposed to low-fat diets that are quite known to leave you hungry. And a low-carb diet can be very nutritious, though that really does depend on what type of foods you actually eat. Now, as mentioned, the third way of losing weight without exercising is my favorite, and I really believe that this is the key to losing weight in a healthy way and also living a healthy lifestyle overall. A quick reminder though, make sure to click that subscribe button and turn on notifications to follow my channel and be notified when I post my next video with lots more no BS truth about weight loss, fitness and healthy lifestyle. And also make sure to follow me on Instagram at VikingIngunn. So the third way to lose weight without exercising is to eat nutritious, real food. Now I do want to emphasize the word real here, so real food. And what do I consider real food? Well, as a rule of thumb, eat single ingredient, minimally processed foods. So, for example, pasta. It's not a single ingredient food and it's not minimally processed either. Some examples of what I would consider real food would be vegetables, meat, fish, eggs. Now, of course, there are always exceptions to the rule, but I really think that this is a good rule of thumb. Now, we don't need to eat real food in order to lose weight, though I really think this is key in order to lose weight in a healthy way. And if we make sure we eat enough nutritious real food, that can really help with weight loss. And by choosing the more nutritious real foods, we may naturally eat fewer calories while still feeling full, because the food that we're eating is very nutritious, and so we don't need a lot of it. And we may also feel more full, satiated, because it's so nutritious. So by focusing on eating nutritious real food, we may both lose weight in a natural way and also get healthier overall. And I'm not talking about eating a ton of salad here, like we often think when we're told to eat a healthy diet in order to lose weight. Nutritious real food can also be very tasty. Now, note that none of these three ways to lose weight involve exercising, and that's the whole point here. It's not necessary to exercise in order to lose weight. However, of course, I do believe that exercising is a great part of living a healthy, natural lifestyle. However, there are situations where it's not possible to exercise, or you really don't feel like it. So don't feel bad if for some reason you can't exercise or you don't want to exercise in order to lose weight. There are other methods and they can be highly effective. So the whole eating less, exercising more, eating a low-fat diet, that's pretty much old news now, because we know there are methods, other methods, that can be a lot more effective. Not everyone is on board with this new way of thinking. Some people just don't want to change. Though if you're ready to embrace this new type of way of losing weight without suffering, then I suggest you download my free guide. This guide shows how the conventional advice falls short and may produce even just mediocre results, and instead how we may use new methods in order to achieve real and lasting results. As always, it's based on science yet made super simple. You may download it for free at vikingingun.com. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if so, then give it a thumbs up and share it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.